stay hydrated. Hey guys, it's Katie, and if you didn't know, this week is Bisexual Awareness Week. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the gender binary and how it relates to bisexuality. So I think there's two really big myths about the gender binary and how it relates to bisexuality. And the first one is that you can't identify as gender non-binary and also identify as being bisexual. And I think that kind of also goes hand in hand with identifying as bisexual and still being attracted to people who identify as gender non-binary. So the second myth is that identifying as bisexual and the identity as a whole is inherently transphobic. So both of those myths are wrong, and I'm here today to kind of explain why. So I think if you ask a lot of people today to define bisexuality, they'll give you one of two answers, and that's either attraction to two genders or attraction to men and women. So obviously in the word bisexual, there's that prefix bi, which means two. And so I think that's what leads a lot of people to define it as two genders or male and female. But both of those definitions are wrong, and so the bisexual community uses a new definition today, which is being attracted to genders like your own and genders not like your own. So instead of that bi in bisexuality meaning two genders specifically, it actually means being able to move two ways on a continuous spectrum. Another thing to keep in mind is that bisexual is a reclaimed word. It was in the DSM-3 with homosexual and lesbianism. And all three of those terms have been kind of reclaimed by the LGBTQ community and embraced. So it is very important to a lot of people to be able to claim that identity without having people try to define the label for us. So at the end of the day, trying to say that one label is better than another or one identity is better than another is just a part of a long history of pitting minorities against each other. Bisexuality isn't an oppressive identity, and it doesn't enforce cisgender normativity. It's simply a label that people use to define their own sexuality in the way that they want to define it. Bisexual does not mean in the binary. So if you want to join me and Glisten in celebrating this Bisexual Awareness Week, go ahead and use the hashtag #ILoveBiself and join the conversation. Bye!